If humanity were to start over after a catastrophic event, the scenario would involve significant challenges and opportunity. The idea of humanity starting anew raises several important questions about survival, rebuilding, and the direction in which society would move. Below is a detailed exploration of what such a scenario might entail. 1. Causes of destruction. Natural disasters. A massive natural disaster, such as an asteroid impact, supervolcano eruption, or a series of devastating earthquakes, could wipe out most of the population and infrastructure, leaving humanity to start over. Man-made catastrophes, nuclear war, climate collapse, or a global pandemic could also be potential causes of near-total destruction. Alien invasion or extraterrestrial event. An unlikely but speculative cause could be an extraterrestrial event, like an alien invasion or a cosmic event, for example, gamma-ray burst, that devastates Earth. 2. Immediate aftermath. Survival. The initial focus would be on survival. Food, water, and shelter would be the most immediate concerns. The remnants of civilization would likely include isolated communities struggling to survive in a harsh environment. Population decline. A significant reduction in the global population would be inevitable. Survivors would likely be spread thinly across the globe, leading to a fragmented human presence. Loss of knowledge. Much of the knowledge accumulated over millennia could be lost if digital and physical records are destroyed or inaccessible. Survivors might have to rely on oral traditions or whatever written records they can salvage. Human survival depends on a combination of basic physiological needs, psychological well-being, and environmental factors. Here's an overview of what humans require to survive. 1. Basic physiological needs. These are the fundamental requirements for human life. Oxygen. Humans need a continuous supply of oxygen to survive. The body cannot function without it, as oxygen is essential for cellular respiration, which produces energy. Water. Water is vital for nearly all bodily functions, including digestion, temperature regulation, and waste elimination. Humans can survive for about 3-5 days without water, depending on conditions. Food. Food provides the nutrients and energy required for bodily functions. A balanced diet should include carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals. Humans can survive without food for several weeks, though this leads to severe malnutrition and health issues. 2. Shelter. Shelter is crucial for protection from the elements, such as extreme heat, cold, rain, and wind, and potential predators. Adequate shelter helps regulate body temperature, which is essential for survival, especially in harsh environments. 3. Clothing. Clothing provides additional protection against environmental factors. In cold climates, clothing helps retain body heat, while in hot climates it can protect against sunburn and overheating. 4. Sleep. Sleep is essential for physical and mental health. It allows the body to repair itself and the brain to process information. Lack of sleep can lead to cognitive impairment, weakened immune function, and in extreme cases, death. 5. Social interaction and psychological well-being. Social bonds. Humans are inherently social creatures. Social interaction is vital for mental health and well-being. Isolation can lead to mental health issues such as depression, anxiety, and stress. Mental stimulation. Intellectual and emotional stimulation is important for maintaining cognitive function and emotional balance. Expression. Hygiene. Maintaining hygiene helps prevent infections and diseases. This includes regular washing, waste disposal, and maintaining clean living conditions. Healthcare. Access to medical care, including basic first aid, is important for treating injuries and illnesses. Preventive care, such as vaccinations and regular checkups, also plays a key role in long-term survival. 7. Environmental considerations. Sustainable resources. Long-term survival depends on sustainable access to natural resources like clean water, fertile soil for agriculture, and renewable energy sources. Adaptation to environment. Humans have the ability to adapt to a wide range of environments, from deserts to polar regions. This adaptability is crucial for survival in different ecological conditions. Rebuilding society. Basic needs and infrastructure. The first steps in rebuilding would involve re-establishing basic infrastructure such as clean water, food production, and rudimentary shelter. Communities would need to relearn skills related to agriculture, hunting, and construction. Social structure. Early societies would likely revert to simpler social structures, such as tribal or clan-based systems, where leadership is based on strength, wisdom, or resource control. Barter and trade. With the collapse of the global economy, barter systems or localized currencies might emerge as primary means of exchange. Over time, more complex economic systems could develop as stability returns. Technological regression and recovery. Loss of advanced technology. Much of today's advanced technology could become unusable due to a lack of resources, infrastructure, or technical knowledge. Survivors might be forced to rely on more primitive technologies until they can gradually recover lost knowledge. Rediscovery of knowledge. Over generations, there could be a slow rediscovery of lost knowledge. Survivors might eventually rebuild libraries, schools, and research institutions, but this would likely take centuries. Focus on sustainability. Having experienced catastrophic collapse, there might be a stronger focus on sustainable technologies and practices to prevent repeating past mistakes. Environmental impact. Post-destruction environment. The environment would likely be heavily damaged, with potentially drastic climate changes, radiation, or other hazards. Survivors would have to adapt to these new conditions, possibly leading to a focus on resilience and ecological balance. Regeneration of nature. With a significantly reduced human population, nature might begin to reclaim areas previously dominated by human activity. Over time, ecosystems could regenerate, offering survivors a chance to live in more balanced harmony with the environment. Cultural and ethical considerations. Cultural reformation. The new societies might develop distinct cultural identities based on their experiences during the collapse and their environment. There could be a renewed emphasis on community, shared resources, and collective well-being. Ethics and morality. Survivors might reevaluate ethical and moral systems. The collapse could lead to a greater emphasis on cooperation, empathy, and avoiding past mistakes, or it might result in a more ruthless, survival-oriented mindset. Challenges and opportunities. Resource scarcity. The scarcity of resources would be a major challenge, especially in the immediate aftermath. Competition for resources could lead to conflicts, or it could foster cooperation if communities see the benefit of working together. Innovation and adaptation. Humanity's ability to innovate and adapt would be crucial. Survivors might develop new tools, technologies, and social systems suited to the new world. Necessity could drive significant innovation in areas like renewable energy, water purification, and sustainable agriculture. Avoiding past mistakes. A key question would be whether humanity learns from its previous failures. There could be a conscious effort to avoid repeating the environmental degradation, inequality, and conflict that led to the collapse. Future prospects. Reemergence of civilization. Over centuries or millennia, it's possible that a new global civilization could emerge, potentially more resilient and wiser from the lessons of the past. Exploration and expansion. Depending on how humanity recovers, there might be a renewed interest in space exploration or expanding to other regions of the Earth previously considered uninhabitable. New philosophies and beliefs. New belief systems and philosophies might emerge, reflecting the experiences of the collapse and the desire to create a better future. Human legacy and continuity. Preservation of human legacy. Efforts might be made to preserve the legacy of human achievements, art, culture, and knowledge. Survivors could place great value on historical records, stories, and traditions passed down from the pre-collapse era. Continuity of species. There would be a strong focus on ensuring the survival and continuity of the human species, possibly with new societal norms around population growth, genetic diversity, and health. In summary, starting over after a catastrophic event would be a monumental challenge for humanity. The process would involve rebuilding from the ground up, with a mix of regression to simpler ways of life and the potential for innovative approaches to create a more sustainable and resilient society. The future direction would depend heavily on the lessons learned from the past and the willingness of survivors to adapt to a radically changed world.